Even if you have never been to Colombia, I'm sure you've tasted its coffee. Hi, I'm Laura Alvarez, and I was born in Pereira, which is in the coffee belt region of Colombia. Today, I would like to tell you a little bit about my life. First, I will share with you stories about growing up in my hometown. Then, I will tell you about my experience moving to the United States. Finally, I will tell you about what made me decide to study at Lynn and what are my plans for the future. The reason why I'm sure you've tasted Colombia's coffee, and that is, of course, if you're a coffee drinker, is because according to the statistics website Statista, as of 2017, Colombia is the biggest importer of coffee to the United States. I get nostalgic when I think about coffee because my mom, my aunts, uncles, grandparents, and great-grandparents have been in the coffee business throughout their lives. So whenever someone talks about Colombia's coffee, it brings me back memories of my childhood in Pereira. Growing up in Pereira was amazing. I can say that I had the best childhood. I grew up there in the 90s where none of us had cell phones or social media. We spent our time at our friends' houses. We would play sports, games, and spend a lot of time around nature. And sometimes around coffee trees if we were at our grandpa's house. Just like any other third world country, we were obsessed with the American culture. I couldn't wait for my aunt and uncle to take me to the movies. I remember watching Mi Pobre Angelito, which literally translates to My Poor Little Angel, more than 5 times. My mom, my sister, and I moved to the United States when I was 11, and I had a lot of expectations and a lot of fears because I only knew basic English. One of my first shocking experiences was to find out that no one knew what My Poor Little Angel was. The movie is called Home Alone. My second cultural shock was to find out that none of my North American friends were listening to the Spice Girls. They were more into 50 Cent, Tupac, Eminem, and they were wearing lots of makeup and miniskirts. The change was a little rough, but I found music and art as a way to express my emotions. My sister had graduated from Lynn and really liked the experience. I had postponed college for a while because I had to work a lot. So I decided to look for an online program, and Lynn seemed to be the perfect match. I fell in love with the program, and here I am, studying communication and media. I love it. Upon graduation, I would like to promote artists and also college education among minorities. I think that our present and our future is somehow connected to our past. Part of who I am and what I would like to do in the future comes from my upbringing. I would like to help minorities because I am an immigrant and I am a woman, and I experience all of the difficulties that minorities endure. So I know the difference that going to college can make in someone's life. I also want to work with artists and musicians because when I was a teenager, it was my way to transform my fears into something positive while I was adapting to a new country and a new culture. Experiencing both cultures has been the biggest blessing. Those experiences inspire me to give back to the community while excelling at my career. Thank you so much for listening.